There comes a point in life when you're just tired. Tired of hearing the same motivational speeches, tired of seeing others succeed while you're stuck. You've consumed enough ideas, watched enough success stories, and here you are, still waiting for something to shift. The frustration is overwhelming, and then you wonder, why not me? You tell yourself that maybe you don't have the same opportunities as others, and maybe, just maybe, life really is harder for you. But you know what? You are right. Your complaints are valid. Life has been tough on you. Maybe you didn't grow up with the resources, the support, or the safety nets others had. Maybe you've been knocked down more times than you can count. You've got wounds, psychological wounds you've carried for too long. You've been hurt, you've been disappointed, and you're tired of fighting. It is real, and I've been there. But here's the truth that no one likes to say out loud. No matter how valid your pain is, no matter how heavy your burden feels, there is only one path out of it. You must start. No more waiting for the perfect time. No more holding back because you feel you're not ready. You just have to start. Starting doesn't guarantee success. It doesn't magically erase the obstacles or the scars. What it does is shift the way you see those challenges. Once you start, the universe notices. It sees movement. It responds to the energy you're giving it. The moment you take one small action, something in your brain shifts, and the world around you begins to reflect that. Do you know why this happens? It's not luck, it's not fate, it is science. Your brain is wired to respond to the energy you give it. If you feed it doubt, it will drown you with self defeat. If you feed it action, no matter how small, it will rally behind you, slowly changing how you view yourself and the world. Let me tell you something about my own story. For years, I hid. Social anxiety wrapped around me like a heavy blanket. I couldn't even shake it off. I was always terrified, terrified of being judged, of not being good enough, of feeling in front of everyone. So I stayed small. I stayed silent. Every time I thought about stepping out, my mind would flood with fear and I let it win. And then there was this moment, I remember it so clearly. I was just sitting alone, trying to breathe through the fear. And then I asked myself, if I never get past this? What if I'm always stuck here, always scared? And in that moment, something hit me. I was already failing by doing nothing. By staring at the shadows, I was losing every day. And that terrified me even more than the fear of stepping out. So I decided to start. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't perfect, but I took that first step. A small one, barely noticeable to anyone else but to me. It was something that I wouldn't even have dreamt of doing. I opened up. I spoke even when my voice trembled. I put myself out there even when the fear was screaming at me to just stay safe. And you know what happened? My words started shifting. You don't even need a grand plan. You don't need all the answers. You just need to move. That first step you take, no matter how small, will begin to break the chains that are holding you back. Because the longer you sit still, the tighter those chains are going to get. For you introverts out there, I'm one, I get it. Staying hidden feels safe. I've lived in that hiding space for quite a while. But let me tell you, hiding might feel comfortable, but it's killing your potential. But let me tell you something. The longer you stay in the dark, the harder it becomes to step into the light. And I'm not asking you to become someone you're not. No. I am only asking you to start. Take that first step, even if it is terrifying. Let people see you. They should hear you because staying quiet is no longer an option. And for you, extroverts, yes, you who keep running so fast, trying to outrun your doubts, I can see you too. People can see you too. You keep filling every space with noise, with movement because you're afraid of what silence might reveal. But then, this is the truth. The noise will not save you. You are going to stop and you have to stop. Slow down. Face what is inside and then start building something that is real. You can't keep running from yourself. It's time to turn all that energy into something relevant, something productive. Start with one small intentional action, not for the crowd, but for you. And then there are those of you who've been hurt deeply. When I mean deeply, you've been broken by life. Maybe it was abuse, maybe it was loss, betrayal, rejection, whatever it is. And now it feels like you're too damaged to start anything, too broken to even try. Listen, I don't know what you've been through. I won't pretend to understand your pain, but I do know this. If you're still here, if you're still breathing, there's a part of you that refuses to give up. That part of you, that's the part that is going to save you. It is waiting for you to give it a chance. And that chance starts with one small action. Just one. Let me share something that I've learned through my own journey. You see the brain? The beautiful, complicated brain. It listens to what we feed it, not in some mystical way, but in a deeply scientific, neurological way. It forms patterns, habits, and routines based on what we do consistently. So if you stay still, if you keep telling yourself you can't, your brain locks in that belief and makes it harder to break free. But the moment you take that small step, the brain begins to rewrite that story. It sees that action, no matter how tiny, and starts adapting. It starts learning that maybe, just maybe, you are not stuck. Maybe you're not broken. Maybe you can move forward. You see, this isn't about affirmations, not about saying nice things to yourself in the mirror. No, 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 no. It's about feeding your mind with real action. Action that proves to your brain that you are stronger than your circumstances, stronger than your fear, stronger than your past. Look, I'm not here to promise you overnight success, nah. I'm not here to tell you that the road will be easy. But I'm here to tell you this. You've been waiting long enough. You've been hurting long enough. You've watched enough, studied enough, planned enough. It is time. Time to take one step. Time to start. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now. After this video ends, I want you to take one small action. It could be as simple as writing down your goals, making that call you've been putting off, opening that laptop. I don't care what it is. Just do it. Just start.